power, precision, destruction. Watch nature's toughest giants get chewed up like paper. From gnarly stumps to metal debris, these monsters show you the raw might of modern shredding. Get ready to feel the thrill. Folks, watch this grabber in action. It's like a steel titan's hand, ripping right through the car's metal skin and frame with raw power. But look close, it grabs just the right sections. This powerful tool is tearing that old vehicle apart with incredible force and control before it even hits the crusher. That thought of getting caught in there, it's truly horrifying. The power it has to shred things is immense. Never get complacent around something this dangerous. Stay alert. That Ford C chassis, a true classic American work truck design from back in the day. You saw them doing all sorts of jobs, built tough as nails. Sad to see a piece of classic American iron getting torn apart like this. They really made things to last back then.
Kill a tree.
Ever thought about alternatives when chainsaws aren't safe?
Underneath the tree.
Using explosives is certainly different, but if it's the safest way to get a dangerous dead tree down, it makes sense. A bold solution when traditional methods are too risky. Thinking outside the box. Folks don't realize the impact of one piece of scrap steel in the hopper. It can mess up alignment, crack blades, and burn out motors. It's not just about the blades, it's the whole system. And remember, always turn off the shredder before checking the blades. I once saw a guy lose part of his glove. Lucky it wasn't worse. Simple steps can save lives and machines. Beats trying to dig out a big stump by hand, that's for sure. This machine saves so much backbreaking work. Makes stump removal look almost easy compared to old ways. Smart way to clear land. I can remember my granddad having one I'd swear was identical to this. They used to collect all the field stones into one big heap and every now and then have a crushing session. I distinctly recall being fascinated by the gentle but relentless chomp chomp chomp, and how you could watch rough stone emerge from the bottom as chipping suitable to repair the roads and tracks. Looks like this piano is playing its final tune, right into the jaws of the shredder. A dramatic last performance torn piece by piece. Sad to see it go out this way. This red giant, the VB950DK, doesn't mess around. It rips through whole engines like a chainsaw through butter. No hesitation, no mercy. You can tell it was built for serious metal. If it can handle a motor block, it can handle just about anything. That's the kind of muscle you want in a shredder. These old aluminum rims are handled by melting for recycling. They go into the furnace as solid wheels and come out as liquid metal, ready to be shaped into something brand new after melting. Great transformation. Think of trying to melt a big block of ice versus a bucket of ice cubes. Putting a whole rim in the furnace is like the block. These shredded pieces are the cubes. They melt so much faster. This step makes the critical melting process far more efficient. What a difference shredding makes!
Jesus. Nice.
The design looks nice and compact, perfect for small job sites or tight spaces. Does anyone know the ballpark price for the 22x10 Mahalaxmi Jaw Crusher? I'd especially like to know if that includes the motor. Also, does anyone have a rough idea of what the total cost would be with shipping to the US? Tires are notoriously difficult to shred. Steel belts and thick rubber make them a challenge. This machine makes it look easy. Good machine for recycling. This Komatsu crusher can take on trees up to around 14 inches across. That's a good sized trunk. Feeding logs that big takes a generous opening and serious power, capable of handling some substantial timber on the job. This Edge TR516 is essentially a big, powerful sifter for recycling and compost materials. It tumbles waste inside its long drum, letting smaller pieces fall through while bigger stuff keeps going. It's all about sorting mixed materials efficiently for reuse. A neat separation process. It's got smart tech under the hood. The motor system uses something called a frequency converter. That helps manage power so it uses less electricity overall, even when shredding heavy stuff. Saving on the power bill while still getting massive production. Pretty neat, huh? Watching a Porsche Cayenne meet its end like this hits different. I remember when these were the dream rides, sleek, powerful, and way out of my price range. Seeing it chewed up like scrap metal makes me feel like part of the past is being crushed too. I get it's art, but man, that car could have cruised another 100,000 miles easy. No torch, no grinding, just one clean bite after another. This kind of tech changes the whole game for scrapyards. Efficiency meets brute strength. Getting a powerful machine like the BS3600 must be a big expense up front. But with its high capacity and tough blades, it seems built to run for years. Looks like a solid, long-term investment for a business.
These pieces are 18 inch. The one over here is about
5 tons per hour at 1 inch minus? That's impressive for a 20 horsepower motor. Looks like the design really maximizes output without needing massive power. Curious how it handles mixed material or something with rebar. Ever tried that? Great job showing what this unit can do. Not a single jam or slowdown. Just clean, steady destruction. Built for efficiency and built to last. When you're dealing with reinforced concrete or heavy scrap, you need something that won't give up. These jaws, made of wear-resistant steel, are clearly built for punishment. I like that you can swap out the jaw types. Makes one machine do the job of many. Saves time, saves money. Can't argue with that. Where's the hard hat, boys? Danger's here. The build on this all road looks solid. I like the high output. 500 cubic yards per hour is no joke. And being road legal up to 50 miles per hour makes it practical for both site and transport work. This thing was clearly made for serious production with no compromise on mobility. Modern chip trucks do in minutes what used to take hours. No more climbing, no more scooping. Just press a button and let the hydraulics handle the heavy lifting. You can tell that machine's got some serious torque. It's not just ripping apart scrap, it's doing it clean and fast. King Brothers runs a tight operation. Good to see American recycling centers putting these kinds of powerful tools to work. This EM60G sure looks like it handles tough jobs. Saves a lot of back strain compared to manual work. Seems like a real time saver on site. Every crate drops in, and that ram just drives through like butter. Clean, controlled, no jams. The crunching sound is pure satisfaction. The conveyor kicks in, and here come the cans. It feeds them straight into that vertical shredder like a beast waiting for lunch. You can hear the hum of 315 kilowatts doing its thing. This isn't your granddad's scrap pile. It's high-speed metal processing, smooth as silk. That's some serious DIY engineering right there. Using waste oil to melt 50 pounds of aluminum in just 2 hours is no small feat. I'm curious, how are you controlling the temperature so it doesn't get too hot and melt the steel? Bet this could be handy for a home foundry setup. Running a chipper and screener combo like this keeps the system flowing. No downtime between steps. That return line for oversized wood is a clever touch too. Folks who run this will like changing the blades. Bono put in a special system so it doesn't take near as long to swap them out. Less time fixing, more time running the line. That's smart thinking when you've got work to do. Keeps dangerous stuff out of the dirt and water, they say. That's a good enough reason for me to support recycling electronic boards. Protects our health. That's it for today's round of mighty machines and messy mayhem. This is Green Tech signing off, where power meets purpose. Don't forget to share with a fellow gearhead.